Good morning, every single one of you. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and you have the decision, you have the choice to make that day anything you want, to fill it with any activity that you like. In today's video, guys, we are going to have a look at the Bitcoin dominance, as a lot of people are screaming altcoin season, and I have to say they might even be right. Okay, so let's have a look at the Bitcoin dominance. Of course, before we are zooming into the charts, guys, it is very important, tremendously important, that every single one of you scrolls below this video and smash that like button, because the more likes we get, the more YouTube likes our channel and the more we can grow as a community, which is very important because we have a super important message to spread this bull market, and that is exactly when to take profits, focus on time, and doing it different than the regular analyst, right? So let's dive into the Bitcoin dominance. And if we purely look at this from a structural standpoint, it kind of looks like the Bitcoin dominance want to reverse, right? We come down, we have a W formation, kind of a double bottom. W is actually a double bottom. But now, right now, we are touching the resistance and we haven't seen a breakout. I actually would expect that we sooner or later are going to break out, like we did, for example, in the previous rally in 2019. A lot of people were actually thinking that we are going to see an altcoin season, which came way later. So we came down during the bear market of 2018. We also had a W formation, and of course the first time we touched that W, we got a small little pullback, but eventually we broke out, and then we actually retraced during the last part of 2018 and the beginning of 2019. But as you can see, once Bitcoin started this rally, the Bitcoin dominance went to approximately 72%. So there was not a lot of liquidity going into altcoins during that rally in 2019, guys. So that is very important to note, because that was the first rally after we have seen a 1 year bear market. And right now we could see something similar, right? We had a 1 year bear market. Right now we are seeing the first rally occur. We also have a W formation, but yeah, we might first get a little pullback before we actually manage to break out. Let's check what the relative strength index is doing, so we can see that the relative strength index and momentum indicators are actually quite high. So it would make sense, especially looking at this candle, what we are seeing right now in the weekly time frame, like this rejection. We try to break, then we got rejected, and if we close this candle in like 16 hours roughly, it looks like we could be seeing a pullback in the Bitcoin dominance, which basically would mean that money is flowing into altcoins, right? However, I still would be very careful, because when we generally look at seasons and market behavior at specific times, this often will correlate with historical time. So it's not like this month that goes up, or this was for a certain amount of days. No, but if we look at it from a rough perspective, that the rally after 1 year bear market was accompanied by liquidity not going into alts, like we have seen right here. Of course, we always see some alts outperforming Bitcoin, but if we don't have an alt season, it's actually quite gambling, because there are so many alts out there, and of course they need less liquidity, and of course one or two will outperform Bitcoin. So guys, even though Bitcoin dominance is going up, there are always some altcoins that are outperforming Bitcoin. Actually, one altcoin that is outperforming Bitcoin, guys, is Level Finance, and we have been buying Level Finance over on WhaleAlerts when it was $6.50. So right now that one is really up in the profits, almost doubled right here. At the peak, we almost doubled. So guys, this token we shared over on WhaleAlerts. WhaleAlerts is a Telegram channel where I'm sharing extra information about altcoins, trading setups on Bitcoin, extra videos, and so on. If you are interested in joining WhaleAlerts, you can do so for free by joining bybit with the affiliate link down below this video. You can also join bitget, and eventually you will need to sign up and submit your user ID right here and show us that you basically signed up with our affiliate link. Once we confirm that, we will add you to that Telegram channel. Then guys, let's have a look at some other charts which might tell us what's going on with Bitcoin. First of all, I want to go to the stablecoin dominance. Actually, nothing much changed. We have like a declining support right here. We broke below the support. We haven't been able to reclaim that yet. So we haven't been able to reclaim that. I still think we should come down right here and touch that support. That means that Bitcoin will push up. That can change, of course, whenever we are doing something like this, whenever we are breaking back into this channel. So what we are seeing right here, guys, is the moment Bitcoin broke out of this channel and came down right here, a lot of people turned bearish right here, exactly at the support. A lot of people turned bearish, but I said right here, we should be bullish because we are touching support with negative funding rates, and the only time we need to get bearish is when we get a retest, break back into this channel, but we never got that. So we actually got a bounce, then we came down, we touched the support again, and then we opened a long position, also shared over on WhaleAlerts, guys. The moment we broke out right here, we opened a long position, and it met our target at 30,600. That was really beautiful trade, and right now we can see something similar, right? Because the former resistance is still turning into support. So why should we get bearish in the shorter term time frame? Why should we assume that Bitcoin is going to roll over while it's actually still holding support? It's better, it's way safer to wait, and then if Bitcoin were to roll over, then you can act. Let's say if you're right now going to assume that Bitcoin is going to go lower, so you open a short position, or you are taking profits, or you are hedging into stablecoins, whatever your strategy is, based on your risk management, whatever your strategy is, guys, and let's say Bitcoin just continue to go up, which has a higher likelihood right now, then you're basically losing money, right? While if you wait with acting before we actually break down, you can always like either catch the move to the upside because we are still in an uptrend, still holding support, and if we eventually do break that level, you might have a slightly worse exit, but you still have quite a proper exit from a potential top, right? So it really doesn't make sense if you look at this rationally or in terms of probability to, for example, right now prepare for a dump in the Bitcoin price while we're actually still in an uptrend and we don't yet have the evidence to back up that this was actually a top. A lot of things we want to see. We want to see a high reading on the premium index. We want to see the funding rates turning like really positive again, so that the sentiment is the general consensus is going to be like, yeah, Bitcoin is just going to go up only. You want to hear that. Everybody's talking about up only. And then we need to break a structure in the support. And that is a moment where you can say like, okay, right now I'm actually quite bearish because Very easy. Positive funding rates, high reading premium index. People are very bullish, but we're breaking support. That's just what it is. That's just super easy. But yeah, don't get caught up in these emotional states that right now, because we have seen such a massive rally, we have to come down. Sooner or later, we are coming down, don't get me wrong, but we are not yet seeing the evidence right now in the chart that is going to happen right now. So don't anticipate on that in the shorter term time frame. Then when we have a look at different charts, like right here, we do touch some important resistance, right? But it is also Bitcoin, and who says that Bitcoin cannot break above that resistance and go to the middle of this bigger channel right here? I think this is a possibility too. Bitcoin going to 42,000 US dollars. I'm not saying that this is a certainty that this is going to happen, but I think it's definitely possible. Also, going into that 60-day cycle high, we actually still would have some time for a little bit upside. The cycle low is coming quite soon, and we definitely plan to open a long position during that cycle low and accumulate more Bitcoin, because we definitely, guys, going to see some volatility. So even though Bitcoin hasn't topped, I still think there is maybe some potential upside left. I also do think, like I made a video about it, sell-in may go away. I do think that this will be followed by quite a massive correction, like a huge shakeout, a huge drop in the Bitcoin price, which is basically just how Bitcoin works, how emotions in the markets work. So that is basically the plan that I'm following. If I have to give a really rough estimate, we might do something like this: tap into 32,600 and then just come down into the beginning or the first 2 weeks of May into that cycle low, and that can be anywhere at 25,000 US dollars, but could also even be lower. So guys, that is basically what I'm watching right now in the Bitcoin price. When we have a look at whaleportal, guys, we actually see that things are kind of neutral. Bitcoin balance on exchanges going sideways. We are seeing the premium index going up a little bit, but still negative, so that is actually still bullish. We are seeing the take buy sell ratio going up right here on Sunday, so that's also quite beautiful. The moving average just surpassed the green line. Let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame. Also still quite high, so I would say buying generally is still more present in the markets than selling. So far still looking good, but yeah, if anything changes, I will do my best, guys, to update you guys. But as I see things right now, it looks like there is still one last push to the upside. It might not be a very long lasting push. It will most likely be followed by a correction or a pullback. But nevertheless, we can actually time that pretty well with the charts that we are watching, and I'm very, very confident about that. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. That is really important, guys. And if you want to share some positivity with me, make sure to drop some positivity in the comment section, because that is really helping me to make my day. And I will try to react to as much people as possible during the day to spread some positivity back. Guys, love you all very much. Wish you all a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.